Oh, hey. What's up, everybody? Did bro forget to turn off the sky? What do you mean, the starting screen? No, I was just, I don't know, polishing up something or what have you. How are all the peoples? All the things? Is everybody okay? I mostly haven't been doing any Minecrafting today. Mostly been doing like Blender stuff today, actually. I've been having fun with that. It's a lot of fun learning like tutorials and stuff on how to make things in Blender. But that's what I've been doing today. What has everybody else been up to? I planned on eventually starting up some things, and I want to make a new avatar as well. Oh, shit. I'm falling. I spaghettied myself right into the ground. Hey, everybody. Hey, Esma-chan. Hey, J-Money. Hey, Elmo. Hey, Warpath. Hey, World Sly. Hello, everybody else. Femboy. Your okay. What a name. And Connor. Hello. Saw a video about the entire story of 2B2T. Good God. That video has drawn more people than I think anything else. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. Glad you got to see it, and that you're here as a result. Space Valkyrie. Oh yeah, that's right. The 10-year anniversary of Space Valk. I've got to get that episode. I think I'll make it a story time with Jack. I'm genuinely like getting the itch to make something like that again. Just because like it was always fun. Even though I'm not good at making videos, but like it was always fun to kind of shit post, I guess. Like I always seen those as like an extended shit post of sorts. I should definitely get used to, or get back on that, I mean. Especially with the 10-year anniversary of it falling soon. DM? Oh, what's up? Oh, congratulations. I won't say any more, but good job, man. Good job. Planting grass in your base for the past 2 hours? Oof. Is that something you're trying to do on 2B2T? Because I know how easy 2B2T is to place grass on. Is it still standing? Is it still in the end? Space Valk 1? Kind of. Space Valk 3? Yes. But it depends on your perspective. Still standing is a well, look at me. I'm not standing. I can't stand up at all. Like, this is how I feel right now. Holy shit. 7,506 ping. Well, there we go. I figured that was gonna happen. Yeah, you can eventually go and find it, I guess. Trying to midnight speedrun your manga pages for assignments, so why not tune in IRL? Okay. Hey, welcome, Sky. It's been a hot minute. Not 2B2T. Ah, okay. Good job, J-Money. You're probably able to actually place those blocks then. Lag machine is just as bad on European time, so it's bad. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's a, it's something they can script. Because if they can script it, you know, they just have to turn the machine on or whatever the hell it is they're using, and bam, 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 around the clock. They don't have to concern themselves with anything. They are just free to lag the server to hell and back. So that's my guess. We'll see if it ends up being true. Okay, I think I'm... Okay, I should probably actually do like a solid line around and then build it up. I don't know. I can't really use Baritone on this bottom layer because it's too much up and down here. I can use Baritone on these giant, solid, steep walls that are just straight up and down blackstone. That's a much better target for my Baritoning. But when I was Baritoning last month, we didn't have this killer lag, so I don't know. And I don't think it's a lag machine. on the server. I'm pretty sure it's something that is happening external to the server. Though I could be wrong on that one. Obviously, I don't know anything about how it's really working. Just that my guess is this doesn't feel like a lag machine. This feels like an exploit that is within, like, the heart of the network and how everything is connected to the server. I don't know. It's a lot of stuff's up in the air about this. A lot of very uncertain things are happening. Hey, Coperator, welcome. Just got off the phone with LeBron. He said he thinks there's definitely going to be there's definitely a lag exploit right now. Well, I sure am glad your contact with LeBron was enough to tell me of that, Ani. Enough to convince me of that, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the overlay just because I don't need it anymore. Howdy, Coperator. How have your planes, the model as well as the builds, come along? I'd love to know who they is. It sucks so hard right now making another travel. Yeah, that's the problem. You'll never know who they are. Who's doing it? You'll never know. It will never be advertised. If the person or people are caught, then at best you'll hear about someone in some amount of time complaining about, oh, I've been priority banned. Why was I priority banned, Housemaster? But you'll never get a solid answer as to what they were doing. But if it's an exploit that can be patched and found out, then you'll just have to not know because, well, you'll just not know. Surprised House hasn't fixed it? I'm not surprised they haven't fixed it. They're probably trying to figure out what the source of that is while simultaneously preparing the 121 update. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if this update is delayed because of the shit that's going on with this exploit, whatever it is, however it is. Connections been disabled due to an exploit, yeah. Like, unironically, the list of things that have been disabled due to an exploit is far longer a list than it should be. Did you know that in 2016, for a very brief amount of time, you could not ride a horse, minecart, pig, or llamas weren't a thing yet. There was one other rideable thing: boats, horses, minecarts, pigs. I think that was it. That was in a vain effort to patch Boatfly, and then that all came back. So I don't know. Well, I think it's something players are doing because it's intermittent, meaning they are being kicked back into the queue again and rejoining. It's bringing the lag back before they get kicked again. That's one way to think about it. I don't know for sure. Like I said, I don't know their methods. It is clearly scripted because it can affect anyone at any time of day. There doesn't seem to be a sweet spot, you know? It's kind of just everywhere. It has to be connection-based. Yeah, we'll likely never know. Unless the people in question try to, like, brag. Because they're all like, yeah, we lagged 2B2T. Because we've got nothing better to do. Because their names aren't on the server. Their names aren't Pop Bob. Or something like that, I don't know. Told you guys Housemaster poured his lean onto the server hard drive. Alpacas? No, those weren't around yet. Those didn't come out until 1.11? Was that 1.11 or 1.10? Well, somewhere in there. But yeah, you couldn't ride those things because of Boatfly. The amount of things we've had disabled is just painful. There we go. Gets all that. I'll do this sheer wall last, because this connects up to like a bunch of things over here. I don't know. I'm lazy like that. And yeah, we're just kind of in limbo. But I will say, at least I have been able to get some work done. Even if I've been lagged to hell and back. It's better than nothing, I guess. Oh, naughty Alpha. He didn't put this blackstone here, but I mean, I didn't tell him to, so it's really my fault, but I'm gonna report on him anyway. Okay. So, that does it for the base part that, like, connects up to here. I was thinking of creating a little pier, because see, in the schematic it's a staircase that just slopes down. When I made this, I didn't know that it would be hanging out into a river, so I might just make, like I said, like a pier of some kind coming out here, and then we can just like fish on it or something. I don't know, just for show, nothing crazy, because like the land-based entrance is right here, although realistically you're flying. Like, you're gonna fly around here, so it's not necessary to have a land-based entrance necessarily. I could also bomb away, or maybe not bomb away, maybe mine by hand, you know, dig it up. That might be a better idea. I might just dig up the island altogether and just get rid of it all the way, until there's just nothing left, and then just lower it on the ocean seabed or whatever, and make some waterfront property here. We'll see. I like having all the these giant waterfalls. I like the idea of, and I haven't done it yet over here, I need to. I like the idea of making a channel of some kind, and it flows off into the water. And so you got all these little waterfall bits here that flow into the water, and so on and so forth. And I'm gonna have a bunch of tall waterfalls over here, and then this one's gonna flow into the water. I might just get rid of all the bits of land jutting out around the edges. I don't know yet. Landscaping may end up having a fair bit of stuff. I don't know. I have autisms. If you had to build a base entirely out of one material, what would it be? Probably stone. If it had to be one material, it would be easily obtainable. It has stair slabs and walls. It's mostly neutral. You know, I don't see stone being offensive looking. And by offensive looking, I mean it like gets in your face. No, that's not really a good way to describe it. But like, stone is a good neutral gray color. It works with most things, and you can sculpt it into pretty much any shape you need it to be. Hello, Rip Rubin, welcome. Yeah, I would say stone. If I absolutely could only use a single material, it would probably be stone or deep slate, polished deep slate probably, just because that looks real snazzy too. But like, I'm assuming you're restricting me to only that material, and I've got to source it myself. Jack, there is no stone wall? I thought there was. They added this slab in the stair. You mean they didn't add a stone wall? Huh. Yeah, for some reason indeed. Oh well. Dimitar, that's why you get several pearls? Yeah. Bro, I TP'd my friend with Pearl Chamber and the server lagged at the same time, and he didn't TP. Now he's 6 million other blocks away from base. Oh shit. Yeah, firstly, that's why you have to have multiple backup pearls. And secondly, ouch. I hope he can travel. Good luck with that. Holy shit. That is frightening. Yeah, you need to have a backup pearl or two, just on the off chance the ping lag troubles start to really get out of hand. Like, oh, I'm so sorry, Dimitar Pavlov. Never go wrong with good old stone. Yeah, stone is pretty good. Deep slate's not bad. Deep slate tile, in my opinion, is probably the best. I don't know. I like polished a lot. I like the tile. I'm kind of... I'm all in on deep slate and other things sometimes. It just depends. With the Blackstone for this, I'm doing something different than I normally would. Because I've had plenty of opportunity to make use of deep slate. I kind of got deep slate out of my system. Hey, welcome Top Hat. Squad of goons. I hate how when you say goon, it has another connotation now. It isn't just, hey, it's the goon squad. You guys are all jerkasses or you something, you know. It doesn't mean what it used to mean, and it's like, yikes. I love how that's like a meaning that has been attached to the word goon in literally the last 4 years, like since COVID. It didn't mean that before COVID, but now it does. And it's like, damn, there really is a before and after, isn't there? That the Monster Team Jam from Space Jam 3? God, I hope not. Surely they'd be self-aware enough. This is way better. I don't know. I don't like that it's changed, but what can you do? Server chat is Goon Squad at the moment? Yeah, probably. I don't really pay as much attention to the chat these days. I'll occasionally shitpost something, and then a few people will, like, strike a conversation or something of that nature, and I'll just be like, okay, you're nice to talk to you. And then I go on about my business. Stupid mushroom-haired teens ruined the word, yeah. The broccoli haircut, or whatever it was called, low taper fade, has genuinely made life worse. You know? Like, there is a time before and a time after it. And unfortunately, we lived the time after it. Oh well. What other connotations does the word goon have? Or has? Well, goon can mean a personal bodyguard or a henchman. You know, get your goons off me. That used to be the traditional meaning. There was nothing wrong with that meaning. Then it came to mean something else that I won't repeat, but you know what I mean. And it only achieved that in the last 3 to 4 years. And now it's out of hand. Yeah, look it up on Urban Dictionary. Right. Push the Wikipedia page about that one controversial topic. No, I don't really need to do that, actually. Also, that, you know, abortion's not the topic it used to be. Right? It isn't the controversial topic that it used to be. It's kind of calmed down. So I don't really care one way or the other. It was just like really silly that Pop-Pop would spam that. The Edgars also said, what? Edgars? Who the fuck are you talking about? Could you please explain? Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Femboy. I'm not gonna explain. You can look it up somehow on your own, I'm sure. Far greater things to argue about? Yeah, I suppose. Thought of goon as a buff bully guy? Yeah, then the gang members, now it's the American term for wanker. Yeah, I agree. It is strange. Why did it grow a new meaning like this? Like how? Can't have severe autism, can't read? Oh. I can't have severe autism and can't read. That's what you meant. I mean, that's unfortunate. It's also slang for cheap wine in Australia. Wow, now that I didn't know. That's like a legitimate, you know, word of the day stuff. Like, I didn't know that it meant cheap wine. That's funny. Edgars are like stereotypical Mexican gangsters with equally bad haircuts as the broccoli head. Uh-huh. Didn't know about those guys. Interesting. It used to span the Wikipedia article of many illicit CIA operations. What was my largest setback of the time on 2B? Probably losing all the items from the chunk dupe. We chunk duped in late 2018, early 2019, and then like 3 or 4 months later, everything was gone because of NOCOM. Yeah, I would say that's like the biggest setback I've ever had. Alrighty then, it is time for Lightmatica to do its job. Hopefully. Possibly. Maybe. I'm so glad Alpha knocked this wall out for me. Like, I know he couldn't do a whole lot, but this was a bitch. This wall right here, and it's only half, because, you know, obviously there's the other half that I did. And yeah, only doing half was enough to make me go, I don't want to fucking do the other half. But obviously I had to. Oh, he didn't knock out the hole that's supposed to be up here. I mean, to be fair, it was easier not to have to build that. I'll fix this later on when I get to it. It isn't that big of a priority at the moment. But still, I'm very happy that he knocked this out for me. He's a good base mate. He's a good guy. And now all we can do is wait while Baritone bears my tone up to this topmost layer. Alpha's still the only player I can trust. There are at least 2 or 3 others that I can trust now. For a long time it was only Alpha, but like that list has grown. Mexican version of the socks from the Outsiders. Okay. I can't say much about hair these days. SOBs and shitty hair mutation? What? Uh-huh. I don't really know what you're getting at, but alright. Now there's no rules to defining a word. It doesn't matter if the definition's already used or if that word already has some other meaning. If it means nothing at all. Right, yeah. Yeah, it changes. The words do be changing. Hello, Deval. I'm doing well. Is Universum one of them? Yes. Yeah, I feel like I can trust Universum now. Although, funny enough, since the Universum got here, he hasn't done anything. He has more or less vanished. Universum Copperator. I don't know if Copperator's here yet. I don't think he is. Osmobite, Meg, and Dark Takanuva. Although Dark has also not bothered to get here yet. If you can have the entire base be put back on the server, what base would I have put back on the server? Before I ask that, Comment God, what are the stipulations of putting it back? If I could have a base put back, okay, where is it being put? Where it was originally? Some other new location? Do I get to choose the block types that are put there? Is it exactly as it was? Do I get to kind of mess with it a little? What are my options here? I'm not really super concerned about it, but I am curious what is allowed. Hello, Xand, welcome. Universal computers being fixed. Oh, he didn't mention that. What's up? Not much. Just placing blocks in a neat and orderly fashion to try and create my place. By shitty hair mutations, I mean balding. Oh, you're going bald. I'm so sorry, man. Again, I have mentioned there are things, there are products and things you can make use of. And if you don't want to do that, you have no right to complain. I mean, you do, but not that much of a right. I hear very good things about those. Anyway, the exact base, exactly how it was, but in a different location. The chunks will match up with new terrain. Ooh. Yeah, that's tempting. Wow. Exactly as it was also includes items, right? So, like, any stashes I may have had at those locations. I guess Space Valk 3's, if I had to pick, Space Valk 3's copy that I made starting in 2018, leading up to 2019 when it got hit by NOCOM, I would re-choose that in the overworld. Because I could put it somewhere else, right? In a different location. So I'm assuming I could choose the overworld instead of the end. I'd probably put it out here. Because that base had all my chunk dupe stuff. And that was like one shulker box of every item in the game. Why is... Oh, we hit another line of lapis. Okay, that'll do. Yeah, I would definitely use that because I would be able to make use of all those old items that I had. And there'd be a lot of cool nostalgia and stuff, and then I'd probably revamp it. Also, like, all of Space Valk 3 could fit between sea level, which is somewhere down here. So, like, right about here is sea level. So between sea level and the new build height, all of Space Valk 3 could comfortably sit perfectly in between. So I could just take Space Valk 3 as it was at what we called the third site, the copy. And I don't know, I'd put it off to the side somewhere over here. I don't know. I have a lot of space to work in. And I would take that, put it there, and, you know, do stuff with it. As well. Mind saying what my ping is? I'm getting 49 ping at the moment. I'm not, like, doing bad. 49, 59 is average for me. When the lag starts to really fire up, it goes up to hundreds, thousands. Gets really out of hand. Well, I won't add to it then. Same time zone as me, just doesn't show up. Oh. Hello, El Cayman. Welcome. Wish Alpha was more active on stream. Alpha doesn't want to be. I'm at 900, but it's back to 50 to 90. Okay, yeah, there's definitely a problem then. I'm pretty sure it's... I wouldn't be surprised if the lag, when it gets really bad, is felt all over the server, but that maybe the lag can also be localized to certain time zones or certain locations. I don't know. We need to kind of crack the code on how a lot of this stuff is working. You fronted your prio and don't plan on playing again until this lag is fixed. Damn. Yeah, send a sternly worded letter to Mouse Master and see if he'll say anything back. How do you get so much Blackstone Silver? Or Sievert? I got a loan from a friend, basically. He's preferring to be in the shadows, yes. Well, also, he just only wants to play 2B with me. He doesn't want to be involved with anything YouTube related. And he just enjoys, you know, living his life. And that doesn't always involve being on stream. Oh well. Alpha probably didn't want to be harassed. No, he's not really being harassed. He just doesn't want the association sometimes, that's all. Bring Alpha onto the stream and have him instruct me to where to put light fixtures. That would be nice, but I haven't actually heard from Alpha already. I might message him later. I know he may be at work. He, I don't know if I can say anything about this, but since he's not here, I don't think it's like that big of a deal. He said he wanted to make a slot machine, and like put it in his basement, but have it for himself, you know? Like a slot machine for his own fun. And, yeah, apparently he's doing that. I'm well, you... Why are we yelling? Yeah, complete understand Alpha's reason, yeah. What kind of music does he like? Stuff that I don't. But I don't, like, harass him over it. Cuckmaster's been emailed. Great. Ooh. I did notice a ping spike just then. Server's not responding. Please be nice. Server, please be nice. Yeah, I knew that would happen. Whoa. See, I knew this would be the outcome. I would get 964 ping. Wow. Yeah, I knew I would get, like, ding. Yeah, it's getting bad again. Brace yourselves, everybody. Gonna lose money gambling to himself in his own basement. He mentioned that it's something of like a piggy bank. Like he's gonna use his own money in his own slot machine. And then do slot machine things for like that adrenaline rush of winning. And that he's just gonna make it look good. Got an old slot machine my grandpa worked on before he passed. It's pretty sick. Ooh, cool. He mentioned that you can't own a slot machine unless it's fully decommissioned. And it is no older than 15 years old, I think. So I don't know how old slot machine yours is, but that would be based as all hell to have in your basement. I don't know. 960 is horrid. Yeah, well, it can go up as high as 7,000 because it did. And right now, my skin is not loading and my inventory is empty because things are just not right. Swear to God, if the server updates right as I refund my cryo, I'm gonna lose my shit. If the server updates and it ends up fixing this bullshit, I would absolutely say worth it. Because that's probably the fix. Fix whatever this is by updating. Though I can't be sure that would truly do it. It may be an independent type of thing. It may not be related to the server at all. Holy shit. Who knows? Can you explain how the different levels of ping work? All I know is that the greater your ping is, the longer it takes for you to send and receive messages from the server. So if you're doing things and it's lagging and it's clearly not registering your actions, that's a ping-related issue. Alpha has a gambling addiction. Silver was a roid, an alcohol abuser. Pop is morbidly obese, and Jack had to sell drugs to 80-year-olds on their deathbeds to get Pop. That is a very misleading way to phrase it, Ani. You're not entirely wrong, but God, that's a very misleading way to say it. Are there old people, or rather old heads, without dark secrets? Yeah, XCC2. The most awful thing he did was like partying in his youth. Mike talks to XCC2 a lot, as it turns out. But nothing super, you know, depressing or bad or whatever. I wouldn't say it's like a dark secret or whatever. I'd say it's more, some people have their vices, other people had to do what they had to do to make a living. You know, that's amore. Mike is cool. Yeah, he's pretty cool. XCC2 works for IBM. Oh, yeah. Enough said. So he snorts coke? I hope not. I gave you $1 billion one day. Was it all on funny money or something else? IBM supported the Germans in World War II. I can confirm me and Alpha talk about gambling a lot. Damn. Yeah, he really does have a gambling... a like for a taste, if you will. You know, he has a penchant for making gambling his fun things. XCC2 saved my family from a burning building. True. Was that in Zimbabwean dollars? It had to have been. The joke is the Zimbabwean currency is so incredibly bad that it takes billions and billions of dollars to equal $1. A gambling enthusiast. Right. He is like that guy in the gambling meme that was making the rounds a year or two ago. You know, most gamblers quit it big. Or sorry, most gamblers quit right before they hit it big. Like, he's the guy who's not quitting before he hits it big. You know what I mean? That's alpha. One spin away from $1 gajillion, exactly. Wonder what my dark secret would be. I don't know. That you're secretly 3 midgets in a trench coat. I don't know. He gave it to me one day. I was walking on the street. Okay. You are 12. Nah, I don't think anything like that. Top Hat Jack's secret's more insidious. It's a deeper kind of uncertain secret. One you would never expect him, of all people, to have. Top Hat is 5. All of Top Hat's favorite artists were probably as nice to their wife as Warmonger. Damn, dude, that's harsh. I would like to think a lot of those people were very nice people overall. Like, a lot of those singers seemed very, like, cheerful and just nice people. Like, they were a better caliber of person back in those days, you know? Everybody wore really nice clothing when they went out. Everybody was reasonably, you know, amicable to one another. People were just, you know, our culture's become much less nice, I guess. Okay, I don't want me up here. I want my body down there building the wall. Build the wall, build the wall. Right here, build this wall. Was that actually Mike's joke? I don't know. Hello, Molly, welcome. What was Mike's joke? Oh, the beating their wives like Warmonger. I get it. Yeah, okay, that was Mike's joke. That was pretty funny, actually. They were either nice old people or wife beaters, mobsters and moonshiners. Yeah, that was that era, wasn't it? I can expect at least a little bit of that kind of ne'er-do-wellism. Because, you know, it was the roaring 20s in many cases. Or it was the Depression, you know. Everybody was something back in those days. How do you set a bind to turn on and off a schematics visual? I didn't know you could do that. It is config menu, rendering. No, it's under hotkeys, my bad. Rendering. Toggle all rendering. Right here. That's how you do it. So if I don't want to see this shit, goodbye. And then I use Baritone to execute commands to build or not build. To be or not to be. To build or not to build, that is the question. Ha 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 ha, I made a classical theater joke. Ha 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 ha. I'm funny, probably. Slabs through there, got one of those. Excess torches can go in there. Lapis goes here. We'll get to Lapis another day. We're just gonna break off 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes of black stone. Go up here and deposit these empty boxes. I'm gonna have more shulkers than I know what to do with. Mostly empty. Uh-oh. Come on. Oh, you can do it, baby. I believe you. There we go. Damn it. When you open a thing and there's nothing in it and you know there should be items in it, that's how you know the server's having an aneurysm. We should start a Jack's Palace book club. We had one. Book club didn't do too well, and I was kind of bored with it. Had some pretty great plays in the 20s. Oh yeah, the Roaring 20s was the time people could spend money they didn't have until they couldn't anymore. Yep. We just, I read Hamlet. Or you read Hamlet. No, I'm not reading Hamlet. Fuck that shit. Shakespearean English is the most painful English to try and get through. I'm good. Heard someone in chat talking about a human dupe. I don't think that's real. I'm pretty sure anything says in chat is not necessarily accurate to reality. How many players have built something on 2B to never see it again or died or go to prison? Ooh. That's hard to know. I know there was that one guy, when Fit was still doing base tours years ago, he said that he was building such and such before he went to prison. And that he went to prison. What exactly the details were, I don't know. They said Interest of Pop Pop did the human dupe together. What the fuck? Ew. I hope that's not real. It's looking good so far. I love to have archers. Thank you, creator. Thank you. It would be great if I could actually play the goddamn server. It still feels weird to have only half the base because it's like cut off. But you know, we're going to get the arches. It's going to be better when it's all better. It'll be better when it's better, guys. Trust me, trust the process. Trust. Fuck me, I can't even get it. Check DMs, okay. Yeah, that's fairly accurate. I'm gonna show chat, just because this is the time, this is the place, this is how it is. Let's get. Let's find that picture. There we go. 2B2T right now. I'm just going to put that right there. Because I swear to God, we are all doomed. Maybe I can, like, shrink it down a tiny bit, put it up in the corner. I'll put it over my Twitter watermark thing. That Twitter watermark's never been all that useful anyway. Oh my god, I can shift boxes around in my inventory and have them not teleport around and vanish. Huzzah! Yeah, it's not crashing for like the total of maybe 2 minutes. What's my computer specs? 200 people got disconnected, but you're still on. Wondering if it has anything to do with your hardware. Probably not. I would say it's likely just luck of the draw. If the server shits itself inside out, and you somehow manage to stay online, you probably just got lucky. It doesn't always give everyone the boot. It just gives most people the boot. So I don't know. I'm honored my meme made it onto the stream. You're very welcome. You're very, very welcome, Elmo. You've done so much for me, I may as well, right? Just watch a couple hundred episodes of 2BG No Life on my channel. Or not a couple hundred, why did I say 100? A couple episodes of No Life. Yeah, it was fun. Pretty great, you should do more like that. The people who did it didn't want to do any more, so I don't really have a choice. Sorry. My avatar is half covered by the screen. Oh no, I've purposefully put half my avatar off the screen? Impossible. Did I start working on the interior X and? A little bit. While my body is building, I can show off a tiny bit of the things I've put. I put some design into it, so I'm going to turn on full bright so that you can appreciate it just a little better. Sorry, body, I'm going to turn you off there. Okay, so this plateau area is meant to be kind of like the entrance, a little bit. You would although I don't quite yet know how, I'm going to have it be to where you can walk up this pathway, right? You can get up onto here, and you can either go in that entrance, which is not yet an entrance, but it will be an entrance one day, or you can walk down here. And whichever path you take, I don't know which, will eventually lead you out to this doorway and then up here. And so then you'll have this giant broad plateau, and you got to walk up all of these flights of stairs. Obviously you can fly, but we'll just pretend flying doesn't exist. And doing so, you walk up all those stairs and you come up here. And so this is sort of like the grand entrance. This is where I get my freak on, architecturally speaking. And so this is where I've been doing some sort of odd experimental stuff. You know, I was working on some of this a few days ago, where you have these entranceways. Oh, shit. I didn't expect that to drop me like that. Damn. What is it building at the moment? Oh, it's trying to build the pool edge. I see now. That's annoying. Also, I'm already starting to get mobs. It looks sick, thank you. Baritone is so back. Baritone is only barely manageable, and only for sheer vertical walls like this. It really isn't worthy of using for much else. Did I ever go to Warhammer? I have no idea what that is, so no. Looks sick, thank you. Denver is losing 12-2, ouch. Snacky North, this is all your fault. Ouch. How is that Snacky's fault? I don't get that. Snacky may not have even been a basketball or well, wait. What sport are we talking about? Hockey? Basketball? I have a solution to find who built the Ceasefire. You don't think I'll like it? Okay. What is it, Ani? Oh, also, you're going to bed. Okay, take care, Cooperator. Have a good one, mate. Thanks for coming out. Jack was going to win no life. Well, of course. That was the point. That's why they stopped wanting to continue. As much as I would love to stay, I just remember we got a 9 a.m. seminar. Okay, good night, man. Take care. Have a good night. Damn it. Okay. I gotta be careful with how I use all of this. Okay. Can an omnipotent being create a stone so heavy it cannot be lifted? That depends. What are we using? Like, what are we defining as lifted? Does mechanical stuff count as lifting something? Do you mean lifting with human power? Do you mean lifting with, ingenuity? Because, like, the only way to do that would be to make a black hole. It's the only thing that you can't change or lift. Because, it's so incredibly dense and all that. Ow. I mean, an omnipotent being could create a black hole. So there's your answer, I suppose. 2006, my RAM, 1500 RAM's better than 2 BTT right now. Ooh. Or your 2006 RAM. Okay, I see what you mean. AKA God. The being's most recent desires and actions override the previous decisions. Sure. Whatever. Oh, damn it. I missed a block. I hate that. Why did you spoil it? I got episode 2. Oh, you didn't know how it ended. Oh, well, it doesn't really end. Sorry. You're talking about basketball. So what's your plan, Ani? Make the other half of the base white. Oh, how much I want to do that, but we don't have enough stuff to do that. I can only make it black because that's the materials I have to work with. Sorry. I was in plugin talent. I thought you refunded your priority. How are you on? Or did it not get refunded yet? Said being could create something capable of moving such an object. Yeah. The bad solution is to message someone who has a contact with Pop Bob, ask them if they have coordinates from back then that match the Ceasefire, and hope Pop doesn't lie about it. What was Snacky North a fan of? I don't actually know. We never would talk about stuff like sports and the like. Couldn't say for sure, really. As for checking with someone who has contact with Pop Bob to see if they have coordinates that match the Ceasefire, I don't think that's going to work, simply because they wouldn't likely know who was associated with it. They might have the coordinates, but they wouldn't know a name, I don't think. It skipped a block. Yeah, I know, SMC. I know. I will fix it. Just got to get all this done first. Every part of a ship is replaced over time. Is it still the same ship? Yes, but also no. The odd thing about what that implies is that you can duplicate people, because unfortunately you can duplicate the soul. Oh shit. Here we go. Duplicating the soul is nigh impossible, but like hypothetically it's doable. The ship of Theseus does kind of implicate that people can be duplicated if you know how. That's going to be an ethical kerfuffle one day. But I don't know that we'll ever see that in our lifetime, so it may not matter. Or there could be some principle of the universe that stands in the way of doing such a thing. Because after all, you're referring to a hypothetical, a thought experiment. The thing about thought experiments and hypotheticals is that you're almost never able to actually pull them off. So it may not ever matter. But who knows? Who knows? Yeah, you don't want to do that. But realistically, is there any better way to find out who built the Ceasefire? I'm guessing you don't have your logs from back then. Logs prior to a certain time in 2013 stopped saving. They changed how log files and other such things were handled. And so from before a certain time in 2013, I just don't have logs. I wish I did. I wish they'd saved. But 2B changed its stats and a bunch of other things too. And so a lot of that shit just kind of went poof. Also, I think the way Notice kept logs was different as well. I looked around inside a lot of folders, especially my old Notice folders and such. I haven't found any log type stuff from like before that point in 2013. So ultimately, I don't know. I just chalk it up to stuff that's not really like accessible anymore. Yeah, it's the ship of Theseus. You're right. You're correct. Conversation Changer knows 2B is a family Christian server. Sure. The only other alternative I could think of to find who made the Ceasefire would be to, and this is like a big fucking stretch. If you could see all the player.dat files, comb through all of them, and figure out who is logged out at the Ceasefire, that would do it. Because that would be likely all the people logged out at the Ceasefire. And obviously, if you have access to player.dat files, you could figure out who was on last. So, who was on in 2013? Who logged out at the Ceasefire or the general area in 2013 when they abandoned it? That would be the person who made it, most likely. God damn, 800 ping. Holy shit. Oh, server not responding. That would be the only way I could think of to foolproof pinpoint who made it. But even that requires stuff you and I will never have access to. So it's a good idea in theory, but I don't know about in practice. Okay. So act Tristan or one of the others? Maybe. Maybe if they still have that data. It's hard to know. Yeah, I don't know if there's realistically another way. Good point. I mean, the only other realistic way, despite the absurd probability of this happening, would be that the creator logs in and goes, oh my god, you know. Maybe they could see like a video or something made on the Ceasefire. Like maybe I could get Fast Vincent to do something about it. And then Fast Vincent's video gets a decent amount of traction. And the original owner is like, oh, I made that. That was on 2B2T. And they come forth and say something. Maybe that could do it. But realistically, I don't know. Oh, god damn it. Why did you fall off? Baritone, why? Oh. Shit. I might actually try to get Sal or Vincent to make a video on that. That might actually be a good idea. Remember the 2BTT chatbot that would put players into different SpongeBob storylines? That was you, huh? That was fucking weird, dude. I loved that, but I also hated it. It was definitely something else. I'll admit, it was entertaining. Good job. But also, oh my god, the Fit and Pop Bob stuff that came out of that, like, genuinely skin-crawlingly, ugh. Ugh. Not, like, bad, but certainly, like, images that I didn't want in my head. Oh, god damn. You have a world download of it. Oh, yeah. Now, do I have a world download of it that is recent? Probably not. Okay, if 2B2T crashes, I will go and look at it temporarily. Camping Rusher, a newcomer eager to prove himself, teams up with Mick Wren, a seasoned explorer known as his vat. What the fuck? Okay, we don't want the spam here, okay? It was fine for the time period, but, like, no more. You don't got to say any more conversation changer. Like, seriously. It was probably like 2018, 2019. I don't know. Who was the person, or was the person who dumped the coordinates one of the people like Jang, who basically never interacted? I want to say, oh shit, it did crash. I want to say they were kind of like that. I just remember them saying, okay, I quit. I give up. Oh, wow, I haven't opened this since 2017, since 2021. Fuck. Guess time to update. You were just giving an example. Okay, good. Good. I wasn't sure if you were going to dump the whole thing in chat or not. But that's fine. Oh, this is a really old version. Oh, shit. Yeah, wow. Holy hell. Like, this has to be prior to me building my very first map art. This had to be like around the time I started to acquire map art. Yeah, I'll try to get Vincent or someone to do a thing on this. See if we can get it found. Very first map. I did finish this, by the way. I have the completed version of that, so like don't fret. That's how old this world downloader is. It would only like save up to so much, and then it would set it to a seed of 0, and would just never load anything ever again. Yeah, I could definitely get somebody to make a thing on this. Now I know the more completed version of the Ceasefire is probably on the archive. But yeah, I didn't even have the redstone blocks installed down here yet. Or the museum, even. Yeah, wow. That's how old of a version this is. Now, didn't I make two? Didn't I save 2 versions of this? I could have sworn I did. Spire? Yeah, there we go. Ceasefire 2019. So this was... Okay, I opened it back in October of 2023. This is probably the one... Yeah. Okay, do not open the... Oh, fuck. You didn't see that. Nobody saw anything. I forgot that I have that mod installed. Named items? What named item? Ah, here's the more complete version with the Quidditch loops and stuff. Look, you don't need to know. You don't need to worry about that. But yeah, Quidditch pitch. We had a fly exploit, so you could like dip down and up and down with Elytra. It was really cool. And so I built these Quidditch pitch things to like get through that. Come back to the server. What new players should I add to the lore? There really aren't any good new players to add to the lore. I hate to say. Realistically, I don't know, man. I would honestly not bother. I forgot how much of this might be not safe for work. Is my museum? Yeah. All the redstone blocks are here. Cool. Museum is here. Yeah, okay, I removed all the NSFW stuff. Good. Oh, well, I did. I thought I did. How did I not? Fuck, how did I miss that one? Don't worry about that. Harblacks! Wow, you know that name. I'm shocked. For shame, Mr. Rippa. For shame. What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. What is the shame you are referring to? Why would I have 4 of this shame? Oh, hey, Liquid Rain, welcome back. It's been a while since you've been on here. Harblacks was a Swedish griefer / hacker. He's the guy responsible for stacked armor. As it turns out, he had a way to stack armor way back in the day, and then other people took said stacked armor, and that's how that got circulated. Oh, okay. I did at least get up here. So yeah, this was the Ceasefire. Damn shame it didn't. We don't know who did what. But I added on to it and changed it and made it cool, I guess. It was a neat little base for the time period. It's kind of small now that I look at it. Like, shockingly small. I was going to make a whole thing out here. I think it was going to be sort of Space Valk 1 inspired. And that's what this bridge was. I built it to go over here, and then I never did it. I just never made it. I don't know. Does this world generate? The Rainbow Dash map reappears? Yeah, the Rainbow Dash map was... That was at Aureus, I want to say. It was like one of the first map arts that people were like, is that thing a wiener? No, it isn't. It's not meant to be. Shame on you for seeing it that way. No, I'm kidding. I didn't intentionally make it that way. But yeah, it was one of those sort of map arts that everybody loved or hated. Who made the giant wireframe pyramid out in the millions? That was Hard Hat. That was Hard Hat's pyramid. Reminder. Okay, conversation changer. You can stop with the SpongeBob stuff. Nobody wants that. And it's kind of weird. Like, just please don't be weird. That's all I ask. Oh yeah, I had a little skeleton grinder here. I remember coming out here. I forget what year it was. It was sometime right before the pandemic or something. I remember coming out here and being like, yeah, I need to skeleton grind so that I can get some bone meal and get some XP. And it would drop them here, ready for me to kill them. And then like 3 or 4 skeletons would pile up, and this is in 112, so you know it was really bad. And they would drop down here and be ready for a one hit, so I would pile them up. And I AFK'd up here for about an hour. And I was like, okay, that's a decent amount of time, you know, let's see how many skeletons I have. Yeah, they would just despawn. You couldn't pile them up anymore. It was so... bleh. Fucking hated that. How did Off befriend Jang? I don't know that he was 100% mute. But like Offtopia and Jang, Offtopia would whisper people. You know, there's no... Oh, that's the guy. Kaiparn XXX was here on July 21st, 2019. Yeah, this is the guy. He had to have been the one who griefed it. Well. It's sad, but what can you do? Anyway, and yeah, Offtopia would just whisper to people and like be all like, hey, dude. And then he would just make friends that way. Like, that's how some people were back in the day. Spartan 512, yeah, he made that. 2015 player, Spartan 512, yes, who made the map art. And if I recall, it was one of like the first map arts I noticed that people really put effort into. And I was just like, wow, you can actually do this? Another pyramid made out of obsidian, way farther out than Hard Hat's. I'm trying to remember it, but I don't see anywhere on the wiki. I didn't know there was an obsidian version. That's cool. Don't get me wrong, that is neat. But, I don't know. I don't know, man. How to make friends with people who you can trust. Be nice to other people, and maybe they'll be nice to you. There really isn't a guaranteed way, Dimitar. Like, you just have to get lucky a bit. Yeah, it's like 5 times the size of his? Oh, wow. I'd love to see it. Is it taking advantage of the new height? It's not, like, old. It's at least recent enough to be, like, you know, built in 119 or later. I hope so. Really neat obsidian builds are like actually low-key really nice. I always wonder if it's just really dedicated player on 2B or players like Rainbow Dash for some reason. Well, I know this. A lot of people love ponies who probably shouldn't. And for whatever reason, pony stuff was very controversial back in the day. Like, way more than you would expect it to be. Everyone had an opinion on them fucking horses. And again, oh well. Not much you or I can do about it. Oh shit. I'm in the wrong place. Trying to fix this so that I can come back later and plaster stairs all over it. Nope. Of course, favorite 700-pounder Brony Pride himself. Yeah, that's why he named that account Brony Pride. Because he knew it was a trolling option. Because people were very into the pony shit, and they shouldn't have been. But it didn't fucking matter. I genuinely think there were a lot of people who at a certain point kind of just thought, whatever. Pony love may have its unironic supporters, but at least there's potential to like meme on it. There we go. Fixed it. Spawn base to test new pals? Maybe. Shogun? Oh man, you know about Shogun. Yeah, he had a brony or a pony skin for a while. I don't know if he still has it or not. I wonder what Shogun is doing these days, come to think of it. There are a lot of people who have, like, just a lot of really old players that I could think about them. And I could wonder, well, where did they go? What became of them? What are they up to? Willie Nelson still alive? Oh, wow, Willie Nelson is 92. Damn. Yeah, apparently he's still alive. Go him. Hope he lives for a few more years. I don't know. Wouldn't want him to, like, pass away, but obviously his time is very soon. Statistically. Shit. Found this channel because Javazon made a link to it and he was saying some crazy things like he was a Kanye West or something. Wow. You should probably not listen to people like Javazon. He even outlasted Chad Morgan. Wow, nice. There we go. 2, 3, 4. 2016 was 9 years ago now. I know, right? Remember they had to ban bronies from B? It was a great day. Yes, it was. I hope something like that happens again for whatever the next big cancer fandom. I don't know. Australian country legend. Oh, don't know who that is, but okay. Never mind, I'm a complete liar. It's a replica out of the world border, actually made from cobble too. For some reason, I remember it having obsidian. Huh. Well, if it's just a replica, you know. But hey, now that the server height is increased, you know, you could really make a cool fucking obsidian, or not obsidian, if that's, you know, your thing. Triangular wireframe pyramid, like Hard Hat did. And speaking of players that I've suddenly thought about, what are they doing? I wonder where Hard Hat is. What's he up to? I don't know. Did I ever interact with Shogun? Yeah, I talked to him a few times. He wasn't around for very, very long. He went away for a long time, came back, and then went away again, and I hadn't seen him since 2014-ish, 2015. It was before the big back door of 2015. What the fuck? I just saw a name in chat that I have not seen in ages. Is that really him? I can't tell if it's the original guy or not. Chrono X or Chronix or however they say it. Huh. I can't tell. Because, like, that's an old player name. Chronix. Jared 2013 in chat. Oh, is he? On Old Lady North or somewhere else? Some in Steam chat or stream chat or somewhere else? Dude, I love those moments. Oh. Lost his account, got mugged in Halo today. Damn. He's on his account on 2B. Really? Jared 2013. Wow, he's on his main. Huh. Cool. He doesn't have prio. Damn. I'm going to leave before I add the entire SpongeBob fanfiction to your chat. Good. Please don't do that. But I'm just going to warn you, I think Javazon is trying to make people go against you. I don't give a shit what Javazon's doing. He's a crazy, crazy crackpot. Nobody is concerned about Javazon. Nor should they be. Wow, first time in 3 years? No, he tried getting on a while ago. I don't know. Maybe. That's not the real Jared? No, it's the real Jared. Only he has access to it, I believe. Javazon was chill until he started mimicking chatters and people from what I remember. Yeah. That's why I say he's crazy. Don't worry about him. Don't pay him no mind. I don't understand who Old Lady North is. I thought it was an actual lady, but now it's Jared. Yeah, apparently it was an older lady who had the account. That's why she named herself that. And then at some point she gave access to it to Jared. I don't know why. She just did. And she's probably left the server due to all the Spawn Mason stuff that she was involved in. She got sick of them. Guess I can't blame her. I wouldn't want to be associated with them either. There we go. It was Kit. No, Old Lady North is a different older lady. Not whom you're thinking of. Quite eye-opening, yeah. Can't blame her, but I do wonder why she wanted to give her account to somebody. Like, why him? Again, don't know. You'd have to ask Jared. I'm sure he has an answer. Maybe. Doesn't share an image with him logging into Jared Minecraft account? Really? That's fucked up. Hopefully that's not an exploit or some other type of vulnerability. Not much I can do about that. If Jared's account is compromised, that's on him. You were joking. Oh, okay. Well, I just figured because you know of an older woman being on 2B2T, then, you know, the only older woman there is Kit, at least currently. So, like, you know, who else would you think about? You know, that's a simple mistake to make if you just don't know enough of the people going on. She has a YouTube channel, yeah. He definitely has an answer. I would not ask him, though. Oh, okay. Sure, whatever. Why am I obsessed with... I'm not. Somebody else is. He's obsessed with me. Old 360 pals. Nice, I remember those days. PS3. Oh. Did you guys not move to, like, Skype or something? Not me, the chatter. Oh, yeah. It's probably because he's Javazon. Which is throwing me some giant red flags. Skype just got sunsetted. Yeah, but I mean, back in the day, though, the 360 days, like, surely one or two people would have moved from there to Skype. Do people still say the word sunset? Yeah. I get that. Never had Skype, only console. Damn, that sucks. Oh, Ellie, when will you learn? Don't think this is the original Jared. He hasn't logged in since 2023. Okay. Well, hey. It is what it is. What? I just went away for a moment. I had to let Ellie in. She was bothering me. It has nothing to do with anything. It's all good. No fault of anyone's. There we go. Well, at this rate, I'm definitely getting at least one wall finished. Although this section of wall... Oh, shit. Oh, that's right, because this section's hollow. Maybe I shouldn't have built this section all hollow. I don't know. Well, I don't know. It's a sizable amount. Maybe it's fine. Just stream from May 13, 2020. Yeah, right now. Oh, me. On the 3rd of May, I found a Jared 2013 sign from the 1st. Cool. Was it really him who put it there? Because apparently there's some doubt as to whether or not that's actually Jared. I don't know. Black and blue go together perfectly. Thank you, SMC. I thought it would. Considering we don't have that nice cyan blue teal color for water here. We're not in a river biome. I figured it'd probably be really nice to like make use of the water. Because that's just regular blue, but it's a similar blue to like lapis. So I think the two go together quite well. They complement each other. Oh, fuck. Stop. It gets up to a point and then it starts breaking blocks. Why do you gotta do that? Baritone, you tarded. There we go. Jack, you were on good terms with Jared. Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. I wear black and blue all the time. It's a great combination. Good. Black plus the water plus white lava on the other half. I mean, yes, but we don't have enough white of anything. Concrete. I don't want to use quartz. I'm tired of seeing quartz. Concrete, quartz, diorite. Pretty sure those are the only blocks that have... Well, no, concrete would have no stair or slab, but still, like, I would absolutely be sick of seeing it. So no, I want it to all be blackstone, because that's what I have the most of, and I can make use of that. So that's what I'm going to do. But I do agree, putting a dividing line straight down the middle of the base and having one be white and the other be black would be based as all hell. But I just don't have the stuff to do that. So I just planned for Blackstone and, well, here we are. The other 360 friends I have added to this also vanished. Oh, I'm so sorry, Top Hat. Yeah, friends come and go, man. How do you think I feel? I have had at least a dozen or more people that I met through 2B2T whom I liked talking to. And they've peeled off and gone and done their own things, and we just don't have anything in common anymore. So, you know, it is what it is. What kind of plans do I have for this base? Back here, we're going to have Escape the Jack Rooms too, in this big open space back here. The front part of the base will just be living quarters and liminal spaces and other things, and then underground we're going to have farms for, you know, farm stuff for material purposes. Making things. And yeah, that's more or less it. I don't see a reason to have like a complicated plan beyond that. Just having a cool, awesome big base is good enough in my opinion. But man, I love getting in free cam and just watching my body go to town. It's cathartic in a weird sort of way, you know? One of the accounts also begins with J. The J drama. I think I've heard of the name J drama. I don't know. Just commenting on the ideas that occurred to you. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I could maybe make use of that later. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Watch out for creepers. Yeah, I've blown up enough creepers on this base as it is. It is what it is. I'm not worried about it. Judge Holden, yeah. Judge Holden was cool. I haven't seen anything from him in a while. I hope he's okay. Gotta sleep. Take care, Stone Cold Killer. Have a good night. How many of your internet friends have I met in real life? None. I don't meet internet friends in real life if I can avoid it. But Alpha is the one person I would break that rule for. Alpha's wedding, yeah, exactly. If he gets married, sure. But that's an if. That's a fairly large if. That's a great rule. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad one. If I had to meet someone, or if I had to, like, have somebody meet me for, I don't know, some reason, I wouldn't be in bad hands. Like, Hermetic Lock would be neat to talk with. Orsund wouldn't be half bad to meet. There are a few of them. I know one guy who lives near me, very, very near me. Not going to say who or anything more than that, but they live in the same state as me, and it was kind of mind-blowing to find that out because, you know, I would think, like, statistically I'd be the only person playing 2B2T from this state, but here we are. Orsund, I wouldn't mind meeting him, but I'm not going to go out of my way to meet him. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That kind of thing. Sal, I guess I wouldn't mind meeting. Vincent would be cool. I might meet him if opportunity ever presents itself, but realistically, it's never happening, so I'm not worried about it. Ooh. And yeah, that's where I currently think about. Who's the one person I would hate to meet? Probably Tristan. I wouldn't want to talk to him or see him in person. I wouldn't do anything to him or anything. It's not like I'd be at risk of hitting him or you know, it's not like I couldn't control myself. I just wouldn't want to meet him. Like, it would dredge up old memories and stuff that I don't care to have. And I know exactly how he'd act, and I know what he would say. And so there'd just be no point. I wouldn't want to do it. That's it. Somehow found a way to get into Minecraft accounts or some shit like that? Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm just gonna not worry about that from now on. How do you get Baritone to print? I've never been able to get it to work. I have a schematic imposed over the area, so give me a moment, let it load. There we go. So I have this schematic imposed over the area. When you do that, the Baritone command Lightmatica, it'll attempt to place the blocks that you have in your inventory according to the schematic. I find Baritone is very good at large, flat, broad spaces like this, and very bad at anything that requires, like, human intelligence. But overall, yeah, that's how I'm getting Baritone to do stuff. It's not great, but it's not terrible. It's enough. Ding dong, the witch is dead. I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything, but I was pretty sure it was you-know-who, pretending not to be you-know-who. Puss chucker. You come up with some really good insults, man. It makes sense. I had custom build I want to place, it just acted like it was confused. Yeah, Baritone is not very good at following orders, in case you haven't noticed. It's not easy to place blocks. It's easy for you, because you're a human. But, like, Baritone is not smart. Baritone has the intelligence of a printer. A literal laser printer. It is not capable of going, man, this thing over here should probably not be over here. It'll just sort of do whatever the hell. Was whispering Jared, he says he's at Imp space, so surely it's not him? Isn't Imps destroyed? I mean, that doesn't mean he didn't log out there. It could totally be him, though. Tried baritoning a full block staircase map once and ended up building it myself because of how bad it was at it. Yes, exactly. If you're going to make Baritone do things, you got to make it as simple and as straightforward as humanly possible, because it will absolutely fuck it up. Baritone is just not very good at doing... Because you're human, you intuit, and your spatial reasoning will always be infinitely better than Baritone's. And, like, you underestimate how good you are at problem solving, and you overestimate how good Baritone is at problem solving. If you're going to make a map, you absolutely have to put every block in such a way that it is easily accessible from the next block, because that's how Baritone builds. It doesn't do all these unexpected crazy things. It absolutely has to make sense of how it's building. And it's just not that good at it. I find the best thing to do is to have two versions of your map. A stone skeleton for all the blocks that it'll support, and then the hard materials that go on top. And you use printer, Ice Tank's printer, for the hard materials, and you use Baritone for the stone skeleton. And even that, it will still screw up. So just beware. But I don't know. Great at walking and flying through the nether. It works amazing when the server is working. Yeah, but when it comes to printer, it is not very good. Just is what it is. When you say Tristan was closer to the Imps people than the Lands group, you mean that he straight up ignored your attempts at communication, or did he just work out of actually contributing little of column A, little of column B? He clearly had a bias, and the Imps crew had House's ear and were clearly powerful. What exactly that was going to become one day, I mean, I saw what it became. It became a backdoor, which then further pushed them down the path of corruption and made the server hell for a while, and I don't know. But yeah, you're right. I love flying with Baritone. It's so good at it. It's gotten me killed so many times on the highways just walking right into lava or mobs. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, it's not perfect. But if you're flying with an Elytra, it's not bad. Though even then, I've had it fly me into things. I've had it fly me through lava falls. Come to think of it. Did I interact with him? No, I did not. I knew he wouldn't give me the time of day. Oh, hey, SM Gengar. You're late, but you made it. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Timon. Late again. Outside of the nerds. Yeah, they probably wouldn't, like, interact. It's so weird. I've only had a handful of interactions with these people, and they were just kind of nice. Why would they just ignore you? Because this was like 12 years ago. You didn't always, when you messaged someone, you didn't always get a reply back. Like, I guess that's true even now. You may not always get a reply back when you message someone, but like, people were very standoffish back in the day. You gotta understand, different time period, different mentality, different everything. It was just not what it is now. I don't know. I got this question for how and why did I become a VTuber? Because I wanted to. Because I enjoyed doing the thing. I enjoyed making the avatar. I want to make a 3D one when I get around to finishing it. And yeah, like, it's cool. I enjoyed it. I'm the only famous guy that you've talked to. Yeah, I guess so. I guess I'm famous. People throw that word around a lot, though. Fame has really lost its meaning. If I am famous, then yeah. 4 boxes, damn. I'm chugging through that Blackstone stew. You're very super famous. I love that song. That was like the only good thing to come out of the account login exploit video. I am very super famous. I am very super famous. A lot of people know I exist. Face reveal at a mil? No. Sorry. I don't ever expect to get to 1 million subs. So if I ever did, I wouldn't be doing face reveal stuff or whatever. You did have interactions with Sal events a few times where, yes, I guess I know 3 famous 2BTG players. Maybe. You know of them, I don't know. Maybe Imp was shy? Yeah, possible. I guess it was more of they were in an elite club and everybody knew it. And they knew it. It was something of a we control the server type of thing, or at least that was the implication, because Imp's people paid the bills at a time. And yeah, it just sort of was a thing, you know? They definitely had an air about them. Wasn't so great, but yeah. 20k milestone. Yeah, I can't believe that. 980k from... Shut up. That's true, though. It is very far away. It is an ego thing. Yeah, it was a bit of an ego thing. Yes, Jack, back again to watch me. Oh, thank you, ZJ. Even in Chinese countries like Japan. Even in the Chinese countries like Japan. Fuck, I love the lyrics to that. I am very super famous. Lyrics. In the planet of Earth, I am the most famous person of the world. Everybody knows who I am, even the people who don't know who I am, because I'm very super famous. And then he chants that a while. All around the world, people know who I am, even in the Chinese countries like Japan. North, south, east to west. Or east, west to east. I make them... Oh god, I forgot how bad this song was. Alright, well, I'm not going to go into it any deeper. That song is funny as hell, though. Listening and knowing the 2BTD lore throughout the years, it makes the fact that you seem so kind of chill crazy. I guess I'm really the only chill person that's, like, a content creator who's from that time. After all, the centerpiece of their base became the face of the website. Yeah, I can't help but wonder if their connection to Housemaster is why that became the centerpiece of the website. I have pondered that in the past, if their connection to the two had something to do with them getting preferential treatment or whatever. They paid the bills, like donated. Yes. 10 plus years ago, creator. They oftentimes were the reason Offtopia, Imperator Terrare, and XCC2, they paid a lot of the bills in the really slow years from like mid 2013 up until about early to mid 2015. Like, They are the reason that a lot of the donation goals got hit and Tubi didn't die. And then later on, it almost died anyway, so I don't know. And then in 2016, Russia showed up and that stopped being possible. Oh well. Lol, the lyrics. I like a Chinese philosopher when I say. I feel like a Chinese philosopher when I say that. Yeah. Yeah. Ask what the other Jack is currently doing. I don't understand as I'm new. What the other Jack? What other Jack? What other Jack are you referring to? Jack who? There's only one. Unless there's another Jack online on 2B right now, but I don't think so. Makes you wonder who's paying the bills of your server? Yeah. Yeah. Wonder how much House or whoever it is making off the server. Oh, probably millions. Millions of dollary dues. There's no way they're not making bank. Why would you not make bank off if you ran this server? I feel like if you were in charge of the server, you would be pretty rich. Gotta go buy more golden carrots soon. Man, I can't wait to make an auto rocket factory. It's gonna be so great. No, you was in the third person, but it was you placing blocks while I was flying in the air. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'll explain here in a moment. Don't worry. Let me get back over to my workspace. The real Jack? No way. Yeah, he meant the baritone Jack. You're exactly right, Liquid Rain. You are correct. Oh, god damn it. I didn't pick up any blackstone. Yeah, so what happens is ZJ04. I have a hack called Free Cam, which lets me leave my body, because my body is still there, where you see it. My body is still there. And so this lets me move around and look at all the things in the area. And so what I was doing was I was using a bot called Baritone. And I was using the bot to do all the building for me. In fact, fuck it, I'm just gonna pick up all of these boxes. Put all this in there. That here. There we go. Okay. And I'm just gonna build. Has anyone estimated the actual revenue? Oh yeah, there have been quite a few ballpark numbers. They're large numbers. They're not easy numbers to reach. Now, how much of that is profit? I couldn't tell you. We don't actually know 100% of the 100% of what it is that's like what the servers cost and like stuff like that. What the hell? So like it's not certain. Oh, damn it. Come on. There we go. Oh, that's why there's a hole here. I see now. Well, anyway, yeah. So we're not certain of what the server stuff like needs to be done. Like how much money it costs per month to upkeep. Because servers are not cheap, obviously. So I don't know, man. How much someone makes off whoever it is that's running the place makes off of it, I couldn't tell you. To be deep slate theories are fun? What do you mean deep slate theories? Yes, free cam is the greatest hack after Electroflight, yeah. There are 2 Jacks. Well, yeah. But yeah. It's pretty convenient to do this too. Free cam is really great. Baritone's pretty damn good. Electrofly is really good. Honestly, there are like a handful of just super goated, like amazing, well-rounded hacks People whispering me. There we go. You're referring to Ani's theory. Oh, okay, let me read that. What that is. It's a conspiracy of mine that the admins run their own massive item shop and sell spawned-in items for big money. That would honestly be really fucking funny. If that was true. But hey, they have the right to do that. Like, if the admins spawn in items and then sell them from their own shop, that's fucking funny. I would encourage that. I wouldn't buy from it, but, like, that would be hilarious. Uh-oh. Please, no. Okay, it's looking... Shit. Why did it swap out my totem with the... what's going on? Fuck, what is going on? Oh, you're taking... Go out, take care, Top Hat. Sorry to, good, thanks for coming out. Yeah, I understand. OG Elytra was the shit, yes. Who do you think's the unluckiest base builder? I don't know, man. Any number of people. Lore is deep and insane. It's not that deep. It's just stuff that people have done. Okay, yeah, this is insane. No, I knew that would happen. Well, stuck in the queue again. Hello, queue, my old friend. Come to wait with me again. Most common dog name on the server is Cody Smile 11 because you name tag every pet you see. Unless it already has a different name. You should name tag all pets indiscriminately, dude. That would be funny as hell. Jesus Hacks used to be the best. Yeah, Jesus Hacks were cool. Put me back on top of where you dumped me. Come on. There we go. Whew. I half expected it to deal fall damage to me. Jeez. Am I ever going to get the fucking... I can't middle click blocks. There we go. That's usually an indicator that shit's borked. Okay, if I can drop and pick up items, that's much better. Alright, well... all that aside, it seems to be doing well. Cody Smile 11 is part of the Illuminati. You've watched enough Minecraft videos to know it's in the EULA. Technically, it's against EULA. Yeah, but like everything that could be against the EULA is phrased that way so that they can misinterpret it however they like and pin anyone they want to the wall for, quote, breaking the EULA. Like, they are so bad about their transparency. Like, you never, ever trust end-user license agreements. Who's Cody Smile, dude? The guy who puts signs everywhere? You don't know who Cody Smile is? Good God. Ugh. What a mess you are. The only thing they're transparent about is how untransparent they are, yeah. Mojang Eula's all lawyer talk. Entity Jesus with speed was so goated. Yes, I love that. That was how we transported items to the end portals when we were making Space Valk 3. I would put a bunch of boxes into a mule, speed hack with it down the highway as far as I could go, turn off when I got to an end portal, dump the mule into the end portal, load my pearl, go back to end spawn, grab more stuff out of the mule, kill the mule, and then, you know, pearl back, transport all my stuff to end spawn, or to Space Valk 3, sorry. And then we would do the process over again, because we had just duplicated a ton of items and stuff like that, yeah. Hey, Reg, good morning. It is not actively enforced, but they will actively enforce it if they think they can get away with enforcing it. Wonder who has the most hours on 2B. I know at this point I've got somewhere in the neighborhood of... I've got like a year of playtime or some shit. Time with the world open, 109 days. I guess that's AFK time. Time played is a half a year. Plus all of my alts probably add up to about a year. Yeah. But I don't AFK the server intently or anything, so that'll be why. When everyone breaks the law, it's a law. Yeah. Miss Entity Speed. It was fun cruising around in the endless ocean with Jesus. Yeah. Those days are gone, man. I'm so sorry. It's okay. Maybe one day we'll get something equally cool back. Like yet another boat fly. Pre-June probably Pop has the most hours. Possibly, but it's hard to say for sure. Ha ha, he walked off to his death. Stupid fucking skeleton. It was good fun while it lasted, yep. I'll never forget when I was talking to Parthicus for the very first time, how he was like, oh man, we could fly, and certain clients were really good at flying, in like mid-beta. And he and a bunch of people just never left spawn. They could fly anywhere, do anything, you know. There were no real restrictions yet. Not like really major restrictions on 2B. And they didn't fucking take advantage of it. Just is what it is. Like when fun things happen, you have to be willing to take advantage of them. Oh well. Now, did it get everything? Kind of, not really. True Chatty was also truly evil. What? Does Pop Bob still play? No. I was born in the lag, forged by the lag. I was born in the lag, forged by it. By the time I saw 20 TPS, I was already a man, and by that time it was simply too fast. Or no. Bane says blinding. I don't think blinding is the correct word, but it fits. Bam. Okay. Blah. Didn't he cheat? I mean, yeah, he found so many fucking exploits over the years. He cheated to get to Space Valk 1. As for them getting to Space Valk 3, they definitely had a really powerful movement exploit. Oh god, I'm flying and I can't stop. Please? Well. Oh, maybe 147? That was not 147 ping. 200 ping, 50, 60. Okay, maybe it's normal again. Fly, Jack, be free. Yeah, well, I'm flying, all right. I'm being free right into oblivion. 1094. Yeah, that's a little more accurate. That's a little more likely. Anyway, yeah, ZJ, you're only 16. Holy shit, dude. You were only a year old when the server started. That is insanity. Or you were maybe a year and a half old. That's crazy, though. It's just fucking crazy. Can't be helped. You know, you're only as old as you are. You don't have a choice. But, like, it is weird to see young teens getting interested in 2B2T, and, like, the server is as old as they are in some cases. Can't be helped, like I said, but it's just so otherworldly to think of that. Like, I was like 21 when the server started. It's just unreal. I don't know. Hello, Sprat. I'm new to TBT, getting into stash hunting. I've been following chunk trails. Do you have any quick tips on how? Well, if you're chunk trailing people, I don't have any tips for you. Sorry. I don't like giving people advice when they're chunk trailing, because that's like my natural enemy. Sorry, no offense to you, Sprat. I don't know if you're actually watching stream or if you're just only in YouTube or only in game chat, but I don't want to give people hints and tips on how to find bases and such. That feels very counterproductive. My God, you are old. I'm older than you. But, like, it's just, again, you are dealt the hand you are dealt. You can only be as old as you are. You don't have a choice. You're either going to live to be, quote, old, or you're going to die young. You don't really have many other options here. Even if you got frozen in, like, cryo sleep or whatever, you would still be technically old or whatever, but, like, you would still be whatever age and whatever physical level you're at. Is Old Lady North Jared? Is this? I guess that's actually Old Lady North. Or I guess that's actually Jared, I mean. I don't know for sure. I couldn't tell you for sure, man. I'm not the person to really know. Friend showed it to you in 2018. You were hooked and forgot about it, and recently you brought back by it. Oh, okay. By OniPixel, yeah. Oh, well. Do I have illegal items? No, those are long gone, Donut. Long, long gone. Illegals no longer exist. Terribly sorry. I mean, it's not like... I do miss them. I miss the fun times that they brought about, but, like, I accept that, you know, all the fun times are just... all the fun things are patched. It's just how it is. Rather live to a really old age or die young? I'd really rather live to an old age. I think that's the coolest. Hello, C64. What's up? I was playing Pocket Edition on my 3rd gen iPod, and you guys were playing 2B, yeah. That's how it is. I quit 2B to watch Jack after 7 hours of it, and I got bullied so hard I couldn't even leave spawn. It was sad. Oh. Sorry. Get good? I mean, old spawn was really restrictive. Like, well and truly hard to escape from. It's insane to me that after almost 4 years of being on your streams, people still ask the same questions. Yeah. Yeah. But they don't know. That's the thing. So, like, I can't blame them for not knowing. You don't know what you don't know, and the only way to find out is to ask questions, so I don't want to, like... I don't want to get down on anyone for asking a question. But it is funny that the same questions repeat, don't they? Like, you definitely notice that. Who was the guy who messaged me before? Oh, he's not online. Oh well. Get good, kid. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's how it is. Like, I don't have any easier way to tell you. If you are filtered by Spawn, and by the way, Spawn is the easiest it has ever been to escape, I genuinely can't give you any more advice other than get good. Because that's just how it is. Like, the hard truth is often the simplest and most straightforward, but also the most painful. So I don't know. You're just going to have to get better at playing the game, at figuring out the meta of 2B. Like, using a hack client and all that. Like, there are a lot of ways you could improve. Some of it is just simply you got to get lucky and have someone hand you an Elytra or whatever. I don't know. Use whatever means you have at your disposal. What did Pyro study in college? I don't know. I lost track of him when he went to college. You wouldn't meet an internet friend IRL, but would you play 2B with an IRL friend? No. Absolutely not. I keep these separate for a reason. I would receive so much negative judgment. Like, it would not be worth it. I would not play 2B with an IRL friend at all. That would be a very bad idea. I remember Brennillan one time mentioned that he was working for Apple at that time. And he mentioned there was a guy whom he worked with, and it was one of those part-time gig type things. I think he worked at an Apple store. And he mentioned that there was a guy there who knew who he was from 2B2T. And he wouldn't tell him who he was or what account he played on or anything like that. And I was just like, yeah, no, I don't want that. I don't want anyone knowing anything about 2B. Me, I am not 2B online. Or rather, I am not 2B offline. I am only online 2B2T. When I'm offline, 2B is not in my life or in my mind. I try to compartmentalize the things in my life to just sort of not have them bleed over into and affect real life stuff. You know how it is. Okay. Guess I can, like, start from here. Negative judgment? Yeah, I mean, obviously negative judgment's a very real thing. But also, quite simply, I just don't want to have to explain so much about the server because it's tiring. Like, it's different if I'm not in person, but if I'm talking to someone in person, it's not. I don't want to have to spend energy talking to them and explaining Minecraft or 2B2T and stuff like that. I don't know anyone IRL who plays Minecraft apart from my brother anyway. Could I show you the base in free cam? Sure. Actually, let me get into a better position. Ruh-roh. I'm a paramedic IRL. I definitely get judged so hard for playing Minecraft, never mind 2B2T. Exactly. Exactly. Like, it wouldn't be that bad, but it would still be like, dude, this server is so, like, you play this? Yeah, I played it for 12 years. Oh well. I just don't worry about it. Again, compartmentalization. Very, very good practice to employ. Solid compartmentalization is a necessity. Loading. There we go. It's getting better. I see why negative judgment. Yeah, like how would you not like piece together what the server is like? Like you should realize if you've gotten in, you should understand. This place is not for the faint of heart. Anyway, it doesn't look like a whole lot because all this yellow is hard to make sense of, but it's gonna just look like this, just flipped. I think it's gonna be really nice. Bipolar disorder? No, I don't have bipolar disorder. Nobody has that I'm aware of. Hey, Andres, welcome. So yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna slowly pound out the remaining bits of this. Still gonna take probably till the end of June to really get all this stuff in place, but it's gonna work. I think it'll work. It's gonna work good. Jack lying in 2025. Shut up. Oh, he meant Talo. I'm sorry. Yeah. Community college programs are kind of common. Did I design the schematic? Yes. This is all my doing. Everything you see here is stuff that I made in single player. I just didn't give a shit to build it freehand on 2B. I can prove it. It's easy. Where'd I put it? Right here. It's been so long since I played, and now I see pretty builds from streams, and streams are nice. Easy to forget about the things that are not so nice. Yes. That's another thing, too, is you don't realize that I am not a perfect representation of what you should expect on 2B2T. Also, these 2 bits were a test half that I was doing. This is the half that I altered, and I made a schematic of it. So I'm just flipping it left and right to do the 2 halves. So this is basically what the schematic looks like when it's fully full. It goes down all the way to bedrock, but I'm only building the surface level stuff. So like, imagine up here is all liminal spaces, and then down here is factory. Ooh. It's gonna be cool. So I got 2 copies of the place that are 1/2, and then this is the original full completed version. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty damn good. I like it. Oh wait, that's right. I can't believe I added these. Yeah, this was in the original. I got rid of these streaks here in exchange for more broad, flat, solid walls, some of which they have windows in them. Because I like windows a little bit better. Lets in more natural light and gives you a more lived-in feel. Oh, and also I embedded these armor stands here. I'm going to get some armor trims, some armor sets, and so on, and decorate these. Oh, good night, Timon. Gotta go to bed. Take care. Was Valk 2 a lot harder because you had to do it all by hand? Kind of. We didn't have Baritone or anything like that in those days. We didn't have Lightmatica, I don't believe. No, we did have Schematica. But I designed it all freehand anyway, so it didn't matter. I wanted random natural roughness for Space Valk 2. So that's why that's the way that it is. Damn, I forgot how much glowstone this took. Holy shit, so much glowstone. I don't have enough glowstone to put all these wall bits in place. That's why I had to stop doing it. I don't know the game, but the song is happy as fuck. It's probably Dova Syndrome, isn't it? I never actually plugged in my headphones. Let me see what the song is. Yeah, I know the song. It's a very happy song. So you gotta make your own skin or just download them. I make my own stuff. The one before this one. Okay, what was the one before this one? Oh, that one. Yeah, Restart. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. Put it back to where it was. Yeah, I'm familiar. Anyway, and so this, since I've only really alluded to it, but this area is the sort of opening platform here. Hold on. Load. There we go. This is going to be the entrance to escape the Jack Rooms 2. So you see this giant black box here. This is going to be a giant cityscape at night. Again, all the way down to bedrock. I'm going to have a little starter area. It explains the rules. It forces you through a tutorial. And it gets you familiar with what I will expect of you. So yeah. The reason I designed the front the way that I designed it is because this giant black concrete box is it's just going to be a box, you know, and I need something more long-term. You know what I mean? And also I want something to kind of cover up the boxiness. And so that's why I designed the front part. I might go on to design some sort of wraparound structure to kind of keep the box hidden, because it's just a giant black box. Like, there's nothing special about this. It won't look good from the outside. So I may go on to fix that. And so yeah, that's Escape the Jack Rooms 2 waiting to happen. Jack Rooms 2 has been confirmed for months, El Cayman. Where have you been? You and your 39 alts, I know, right? Truly insane. That's pretty decent. Do I get some of my build inspiration from Halo? Not really. I kind of just do whatever. Here's the Japanese style room that I originally made. It's got the white pale oak stuff, but I really, really want that pale oak stuff. Oh, it's missing the laptop. That's what's not here. On 2B2T, I've already made this room, and I was like, I set up a laptop, and I'd forgotten about that. And there's a little amethyst cluster here as well. So yeah, you're just memeing. I see. Let's get freaky. Welcome, Mike. So sick, I remind you of some sort of Harkonnen castle. Ooh. Okay, well then now I know I'm on the right track. I kind of want to make a download of what I've got on 2B already, but I don't know yet. Well, that didn't load in. Come on. I hate it when it does this. It, like, forgets that there are blocks that are supposed to be there. I guess it's because it's such a big build. There we go. It, like, remembers there's supposed to be a wall. This is one of my favorite things. You twist that, and that opens. Twist it again, and it shuts. So you go inside, and bam. So I got this on 2B2T already. Simple mechanism, I love it. Dark Takanuva had this mechanism on the fan server, and I was like, I have to figure out how to make this. It's so good. Resident Alien's hilarious. I know, I love it. I'm going to go watch an episode here shortly. Well, at any rate, guys, yeah, 2B is lagging. God is in his heaven. And all is wrong with the world. And just remember, you know, to like and comment and subscribe and all that other bullshit. And also, don't forget, Chicken Jockey.